At a depth of 4,000 meters, the pressure is so extreme that a normal submarine would be crushed, like paper. Yet, in this impossible environment, some of the most advanced engineering systems on Earth are already working. Massive robotic crawlers, miles-long pipelines, and fully automated mining systems. Today, we are breaking down exactly how this $100 trillion deep-sea mining system actually works. The entire operation is built on 3 systems. First, the collector vehicle. Second, the riser and pumping system. And third, the surface processing ship. Each system depends on the other, like a single living machine underwater. Now, let's go step by step. The most important part is the collector crawler. Think of it as a Mars rover, but built for Earth's deepest ocean floor. At 4,000 meters down, there is no light, no sound, only crushing pressure. Still, this machine moves, slowly, carefully, across the seabed. Powered by hydraulic systems, it drives heavy tracks, designed not to sink. Advanced sensors scan the ground, detecting polymetallic nodules hidden in the mud. Then comes the most delicate part. A suction system gently lifts the minerals without disturbing the ocean floor too much, because even a small mistake could destroy an entire hidden ecosystem. Once collected, the nodules enter a sealed pipeline system. Inside, they mix with water, forming a slurry. High-pressure pumps push this mixture continuously, upward. It's like a giant underwater vacuum system, working in complete darkness. No visibility, no human control, only precision engineering. Now comes the hardest challenge. Lifting material from 4 kilometers below the surface. A flexible riser pipe handles this job. It must survive ocean currents, pressure shifts, and constant movement. Inside this pipe, the slurry rises continuously, from the deep seabed all the way up to the surface. One continuous flow in one of the harshest environments on Earth. At the top, a massive ship waits. But this is not just a ship. It is a floating factory. Here, the slurry is processed, water is removed, and minerals are extracted. The most important system on board is dynamic positioning. Using GPS and thrusters, the ship stays perfectly still, above the mining site, even in violent ocean conditions, because even a small shift could break the entire system. After extraction, wastewater and sediment are sent back into the ocean at controlled depths. But scientists still warn about sediment clouds spreading deep underwater, affecting life we may not even know exists. This entire system is one of the most advanced engineering achievements ever built underwater. Robotics, fluid systems, pressure engineering, and automation, all working together. But the final question remains, can we truly control something this powerful without consequences? The world is entering a new energy revolution. Gas-powered cars are being replaced by electric vehicles, and green energy is replacing fossil fuels. But this future depends on critical minerals: lithium, nickel, cobalt, and copper. And global demand for these materials is rising fast. The problem is, land-based mines are running out, and many are causing massive environmental damage. That's when scientists discovered something extraordinary: billions of polymetallic nodules scattered across the deep ocean floor. Small black rocks, packed with valuable metals, enough to power future battery production for centuries. And deep in the Pacific Ocean, inside the massive Clarion-Clipperton Zone, Scientists believe these minerals could be worth over $100 trillion, which is exactly why major countries and giant companies are now racing to control the deep sea. Because whoever controls these minerals could control the future of global technology. But the real question is, will deep sea mining power the future of humanity or become the next environmental disaster? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. And if you want to watch more videos about futuristic engineering, mega projects, and hidden technologies shaping our world, make sure to subscribe to OriginWave.